We're on day 73 of the Travel Agency in a Year podcast. Today's episode is choosing the right data metrics. So, in yesterday's episode, I kind of touched on vanity metrics, and we're going to go into further detail of what exactly that means. And you're like, no, all the metrics are super important. No. Oh, man, a long, long time ago in one of my courses in a galaxy far, far away, I talked about time sucks, and vanity metrics are a time suck, and they kill your self esteem and they make you react instead of respond. And that's kind of my theme for a little bit. Respond, don't react. Be the CEO, be the leader, be the decision maker. Don't be influenced. Okay, people? All right. If you don't know me, by the way, I am Rachel K. If this is the first time you've listened to any of my travel agency of the year, if you're coming back, thanks for sticking around. I really appreciate everyone who tunes in every day. If you are wondering what the heck I even do or how I can even help travel advisors, I am a travel advisor. I have an agency, I have sub agents, and I also help mentor and have some courses and things to help people. Head over to elevatewithrachelk.com if you want to check out what I can do to help. I also have a Substack. It's called But Mom, I Am a Rich Man. It's got a picture of Cher, I think, if I remember, because I took that. That's a Cher quote. And it has some other insights from me working as a travel agent and also some stories from back in the day when I was a butler and how it really, like, the whole experience of working for a very, very successful entrepreneur, like on a bit more personal level, was just like, it's not like I interacted with my principal a ton. The few moments I had was like highly insightful. It's like, wow, this is crazy. So I kind of touch on those things as well. All right, getting into this episode is choosing the right data metrics for your review and your benchmarking, which we talked about the last two episodes. So, metrics should be actionable, accessible, and auditable. Okay, so metrics are not your feelings, kind of, because you can't audit. I mean, you could. Well, let me take that back. Scratch that whole part. Um, so actionable, something you can do to change. Like the world economy, the world events going on, that's not something that's actionable for you in your business necessarily. Maybe it is, but most likely not. Is it accessible? Or is the metric something that is available for you and easily understood? So this could be like retention and referral rates, overall demographics of your average clients that you serve, your average demographics for the leads that you get, compare and contrast. Are they similar? Maybe you can change your marketing messaging if they are not similar and aligned. And are they auditable, meaning you can collect the data and review it? All right. So, yeah, might be a short episode. I only have one page of notes. It's going to be a short episode today. Vanity metrics. What are vanity metrics? If you tuned in yesterday, I mentioned vanity metrics, and I was like, don't use vanity metrics as benchmarks in your business review because they will force you to spend a bunch of money on looking good for everybody else rather than seeing the reality of your business. Okay. What are vanity metrics? Per my notes, my chicken scratches over here. Views on posts, going viral. Um, there's no way that any of us, as small travel agency owners or travel advisors, if we were to go viral, and I witnessed it and it turned into nothing the first time an agent went viral that I knew of years and years and years ago. So I will talk about this. Unless you have the capacity and capability to instantly serve hundreds of inquiries that come in while you're asleep overnight from going viral, it's not going to do shit for your business. It's not going to do anything. Going viral is not important if you are a one-man band. It's unless you're like a UGC, like a user, like a content creator, and you want brand deals. But if you want people to book trips with you, if you get if you go viral, you have to be prepared for hundreds, if not thousands of people within a matter of hours, most likely while you're asleep, to start requesting trips. And here's the story, morning glory, of a time when an agent did this, I think back in 2022, went viral, which back then it was like 60,000 views overnight, 600 because of the standard conversion rate. If you've listened, or watched previous episodes of mine, I talk about the standard like funnel conversion rate. 600 trip requests overnight is what they woke up with. They had nothing set up to serve that many. And they called me and paid me to help them sift through 600 trip requests. They got 0 sales because they couldn't handle the sudden influx. Anyone who's selling the idea that going viral is going to be tons of money in your business, you need to be very, very wary of them. Anyone selling the idea that you need to have a ton of views, be very, very wary. I grew from my little stinking TikTok was primary marketing channel for my destination wedding business. I don't think to this day, like 5 years, 6 years later, I have 1,000 followers, but I got hundreds of destination weddings from it. Views, followers don't mean anything on social media. If you are one person building a small business, it is the conversion. And can you manage the conversion? Sorry for preaching. No, I'm not. Virality does not equal sales. This is my notes, unless you're strictly marketing affiliate links and and evergreen content, not custom services. So if your business is more custom, it's not going to go well for you. And here, followers, you can find a correlation with this over time, but there's not a guaranteed causation that the number of followers you have will equal so much revenue in business. As my own TikTok is an example of. Like, I know people that have like thousands and thousands of followers and they have great engaging content, great. When I set up my TikTok, my goal wasn't to get followers unless they were diehard fans and wanted to work with me. And I learned over time, for every 10 followers I had, I would get 1 wedding booked. So I didn't need 10,000, 100,000 followers. You know what I mean? Because then I'd just be killing myself doing weddings, which I don't even do. Well, I have weddings I'm phasing out, but I don't even do weddings anymore. But I was never concerned with going viral or having thousands and thousands of followers or even like thousands of views. Okay, social media metrics are helpful to capture leads, but shouldn't be used as a single measure of success until there is a solid conversion rate that appears over time. So like I said, I discovered about every 10 followers, I'd get 1 wedding booked. And I'd be like, okay. And then I could kind of predict how many weddings I would get that year. Not a big deal. But I didn't know that in the beginning. I didn't know right out of the gate. Excuse me. Excuse me. And everyone's niche is different. Everyone's marketing strategy is different. So you should have a general, like, standard math funnel of leads converting into sales. But how much business can you take on right now? How much business can you take on if you can scale? And social media metrics are helpful because you can see where people are falling off. You can see if you have like a 0 conversion rate, there's something wrong that you're doing in your hook or in the body of your content or in your CTA, whether it's written or video content. It could be possibly the time of day you're posting it. There's a number of different factors. So those kind of metrics on social media are important to understand. Like, whoop-dee-dee, you got 1,000 new followers, and you got like, I don't know, 10,000 views on a post you did overnight, but no one's booking a call with you and no one's watching more than like 15 seconds of your content, or, you know what I mean? They're not sharing your posts. They're not commenting. They're not as engaged. Okay. Also brings me to my point with the vanity metrics and worrying about followers and going viral. Because it's not even realistic. If you are all by yourself, Anyway, know your limits. So for me, oh, this is interesting. Story time. If you don't know me, which you probably don't. Um, 2022 is when I started getting, so let's see, I started in travel like 18 for another agency, went on my own in the middle of COVID. Not on my own, but I switched agencies to being hosted. And COVID was a meh year. 2021 was started the comeback, and 2022 is when I started getting awards. And I won, I don't know, since then I probably I'd have to go look in my office. I probably have like 8 awards over time for like weddings, group travel, sales, whatever, whatever. And I was striving to be and stay at the top as an agent for completely wrong reasons. This is a me story. I'm just telling you. And because I wanted more and more and more, I'm like, oh, I want to be number 1 instead of number 4 worldwide. What? There's like, just be glad you're in the top 1,000. Shut up. Like, you make a living. But back then, I was like, I need to be number 1. I need to show up all these, my competition. You know what I mean? I need to make more money. I'm going to retire at 45 and I'm going to have a house on the beach in Mexico. And I had all these like worldly aspirations that weren't really feeding me. And it made me push past my limits and it put a major toll on my health. So if you're watching this right now, there were so many things in my life stressing me out up until very, very recently. But if you watch on YouTube, I don't, if I wear makeup, it's mascara. So I'm going to rub my eyes. I don't have mascara on. These little dots around my eyes, they developed from stress. My heart was so stressed out. It was like, well, let's just put fat around her eye sockets. And they're starting to get a little bit better now that I'm like fully out of stress mode. But there's like, I had that. I gained so much weight because I was sedentary and I was stress eating. So I was like, got to get more sales. And my body was just like not feeling safe because I wasn't allowing it to rest. Cause I was like, I got to make more content. I got to do this. I got to do that. And I took a really bad toll on my physical health and my mental health too, maybe a little bit. Cause I was just stressing myself out. I was stressed out in other areas of my life too. And like, I was just allowing everyone around me to control me. And it was all just so that they would be like, good job. Here's another award, or I like you. Like, what? Yep, there's my therapy session for you all. You're like, okay, I'm not going to look from this lady anymore. Okay. So for you, you don't have to be number 1, is what I'm saying here. If you want to be number 1, that's fine. And you can strive to have these vanity metrics and gain all these followers and get all these people wanting to book trips with you. Just make sure you've got your system set up to be able to handle it before you implement it. Um, there is zero reason. Okay, these are my notes. You're gonna have to hear this and you're gonna be like, what? And if you are in this category, I don't want to offend you, but for me, there is zero reason that anyone needs to strive for multiple 6-figure to 7-figure gross revenue in their business, especially if it's small. Like if you have a team of like 10 people, then yeah, you need to make that money. But if it's just for you, that's kind of out of pride. So what I'm saying is when you are ready to really, really scale and you have the team and you have the people to help you, like social media managers, and you have the system set up to manage 600 trip requests a day. Yes, you are going to make a lot of money. And yes, most of that is going to be funneled out to pay for everyone to help you. And there's nothing wrong with that or wanting that in your business. When you are a little baby business and you're starting out and you don't have anyone else in your team helping you, things like followers and views and going viral are like irrelevant compared to the overall health of your business. That's like if you were raising a child and you have a 6-month-old business, AKA a 6-month-old infant baby you're raising. Are you really concerned with how many friends that baby has? If you are, I don't know, you probably need to go see a doctor because, like, no, you're concerned, like, are you safe? Are you healthy? Are you sleeping well? Are you developing at a normal rate? Like, every child is different, but like, is this baby going to make it? I know we have like much better healthcare than we did 100 years ago. So I'm not saying like, oh, your baby's going to die of measles or something crazy, but like, is this baby going to develop and grow? Like, that's your biggest concern when your baby's a baby. It's not how popular that baby is. You know what I mean? And you should treat your business as such when it's still in the baby, infant, toddler stage, usually toddler to like elementary school age of a business. That's when you can kind of focus on scaling more and really focusing on going viral. But if you're a brand new travel advisor and this is your brand new business, it is in its infancy. And who in their right mind is concerned about how many friends their infant has? So that's all I'm going to say. All right. It's the end of that episode. I feel like I'm in rant mode these last few episodes. Okay, I hope you found this information helpful and I hope it helps ease your mind. If you are comparing yourself to other travel advisors who happen to have a lot of followers or maybe they have a lot more revenue, like don't worry about it. That's them. You do you. Okay. And have a wonderful day.